morning. In a brief discussion with my family about last week's episode, they pointed out that I forgot to mention an exception to the what is a farm animal set of rules. Now, for the record, I didn't forget. We just have limited time constraints, 3 to 5 minutes, so I didn't mention it. So in an effort of fairness and openness, I'm going to do so now. There is an exception to the what is a farm animal rules, and this particular exception bridges the difference between farm animal and pasture pet in a very unique and important way. That is the value of participation.
To preface, if you were to read the last 10 years of the USDA's annual ag report, you'd find 2 items or statistics that scare just about everybody. One, that the average age of a U.S. farmer has gone up from the mid-50s to the low 60s, and it's still climbing. And 2, the consolidation of industrial farms keeps growing with no end in sight. These are indicators that the family farm is dying a slow death, at least for the last generation. Now, there are numerous groups and theories outlining why this is and how to fix it, but all agree that the greatest need is to increase the number of new farmers. However, experience and desire seem to be the biggest barriers to entry. If you have experience but no desire, you won't try. And if you have desire but no experience, the odds are stacked against you, both financially and fiscally. So, how do we provide a generation with both experience and desire? And this is where the principle of participation begins. Now, this isn't the participation of the animal that matters as much as the participation of the youth. Because if there's one vehicle that has consistently gotten children and young adults interested and excited about a gain experience on the farm, it's competitive animal show programs. These are run by the 4-H, Future Farmers of America, and various ag groups and educational institutions. They provide a unique vehicle for you to learn all about the aspects of raising, breeding, and managing livestock through all stages of their life cycle and in accordance with breed standards and conditions. Such shows exist across the U.S. and leverage animals of all shapes and sizes, both traditional and unique farm animals, allowing those with size and budgetary limitations to be fully immersed in the process. The most common animals in our area include pigs, cows, goats, sheep, chickens, and rabbits.
Now, where these programs fall short, thank you for letting me know, is the conundrum about input versus output. You see, even the best of these programs, they don't make money. The best of the best will break even if you take in consideration all the drive time and all the shows and the food and the specialty breeding cycles. But that's not the point of these programs. The point is to get people invested in the process, to find joy in the getting up early, in the seeking something better, to identifying those critical breed characteristics, and to be able to get them excited about the process. Because if they can get excited about something small, like this lovely checker giant right here, then maybe they can get excited about something big, like Nova or Finnegan or Huckleberry, our horse or our cow. So I'd make a few recommendations for parents wanting to get their kids involved in these programs, which I would generally recommend it. Number 1, do your research. Now, don't do your children's research for them, but you need to do your own research so you understand in advance what blood, sweat, tears, and treasure are going to have to be invested in these animals, regardless of size and circumstances. So 2, be prepared to have some hard conversations with your children, specifically about life and death, about the practice of breeding, selling, culling, and the hard choices they're going to have to make as they work through this process, about the end state of almost all animals and how that's a positive thing and that there's a purpose behind it. Be prepared to be able to have a shoulder to be cried upon and an ear to be talked to as they spend endless hours working out the best way to get the next show ribbon. Number 3, and this is the most important, get a good lawn chair or a seat cushion, because almost all of these shows are going to happen in large rooms with concrete floors and no seating, or big outdoor arenas with metal benches where you will sit for hours waiting for the moment your child can get up, place their animal on the stage, parade around for 15 seconds, and then you're done to wait 3 more hours to do it again. So as we cover the various farm animals and their breeds over the next couple months, Well, keep in mind the aspect of showing these animals and the benefit they can have on your farm to bring the next generation on board. So until then, keep your eyes open and stay curious. My name is Devin Little, and this is Down the Rabbit Hole with 100 Family Farms.